Copenhagen airport. So when you come out of where baggage reclaim is, there's a sign for bus, trains, metro. You can get trains all the way into Denmark and down to down even to Hamburg, or trains across into Sweden. From the train station on the metro you can get into central Copenhagen. Make sure you buy a ticket before you get on. There are ticket machines, or you can use the Dot app to get tickets as well. So as you walk along you can see there are ticket machines here. There's a couple up on the platform as well, but you must get a ticket before you get on the train. And to get to the metro you've got this escalator that's in front of me just here. I use the Dot app. As you can see, I've got my ticket there on my phone. So once you've gone up the escalator, just head in the same direction. The escalator brings you up through these doors, and the platform is just ahead of you. Metro is really easy, 4 lines, M1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm going to, is it Kongens night off? I'm going to change there, but from there I could actually walk from there to the hotel, but it's a nice walk through the city, but it's just a couple of stops on the metro. These are the 4 metro lines, really easy to navigate on them. And just an overview. Morning Parkrunners, we're in Copenhagen and this morning we're going to Damhusengen. I'm not sure how you pronounce that one, and we're going to go on the metro line. For us it's the M3 line changing somewhere, I'll have a quick look, and then the M1 or M2 line to Vanlose, which is right at the end of the line. And then it says you can get a bus from there, but we're going to walk. It's only like a mile, and it's a lovely day, so we shall walk there. So just turn the camera around. I'm just going down into the subway. Use the Dot app to buy tickets, but there are ticket machines. I think you can tap in and out as well. So as you walk off the station to get to Parkrun, you're just going to walk through here to come out the other side and then just go to the left. So as we can come out, we're just going to head down this way that the camera's facing. You can see the big S in the distance, that's a train line. The subway is just to the right there. As you walk down this road, I said, you just take the first right turn down here. As we came along, it's quite a long straight road across the junction, and then we're going to take the left turn and go down this road just here. Into this road we're going to turn right. When you get to the end of this road you can see the lake on the left just there, and probably just behind these buildings or just in front here. This is probably where the parkrun starts. So this morning we're at Damhusengen, and it's event 199, 29th of May 2025. It's a Thursday and it's a special Scandinavian extra day for Parkrun. First event was 11th of September 2021, so I think this is the most recent one in Copenhagen, and they had 42 finishers at the first event. The average 34, last week there was 57, and the average time is 27:11, which is quite a fast time. Record attendance is 150. That was event 92 on the 6th of May 2023, and the lowest attendance is only 5. That was event 17 on the 1st of January 2022. Male record is 16 minutes 6 seconds, and the female record is 19 minutes 16 seconds. My stats is my 382nd park run and 222nd location. If anyone's hired a car to come here, we obviously came on this metro line. We got the was it the M3 from the centre, then changed onto the is it M1 or M2 line, or the M2 line we came on, yes. And you just come to the end of the line, and then we walk just about a mile walk from there. But anyone that's got a car, there is parking on the surrounding roads. Just looks like a housing estate around here. It didn't say there's a cafe here, although I can actually see one, but maybe it doesn't open. It says people bring cakes, things like that sometimes, and drinks. There are toilets here in the building just where we arrived. The course, 2 laps, mainly gravel paths, apart from along the side of the lake, which is where I am now.
This is Damhusengen Parkrun, as you obviously know. You found it, so welcome everybody. I guess we have a lot of guests today, so we're not gonna do a round where everybody's from, but a lot of Brits, I guess. Good to have you all. It's event number 199 today. All right. Do we have anybody who's running their first parkrun ever?
So it's just said a 200-metre walk to the start of the park run, and that's where everybody's going now. From where we all met, it's about a 200-metre walk just to the start line. So the course is probably 1.9 laps actually, running in anti-clockwise direction. Mainly on gravel paths, just a little bit across the lake is not gravel paths, but they're nice and compact, lovely and dry today. No puddles and not really many little holes in them or anything like that as well. Have a good run. Just wishing people I know well before we set off. Hope they have a good run. That lady that just came past on the left, there are lots of runners in the park who aren't doing parkrun. You know, while we're off. And yesterday maybe drank a few too many beers, so having a steady start. My friend Steve there, just in front. We seem to ebb and flow between us on who's fastest, but I just not in the frame of mind to set off really fast today. A nice steady start, and then try and pick my pace up a bit as we go along. I was talking to someone as well that said he likes to listen to the commentary after, so hello to Dave if you're watching this. Hopefully it makes him smile. I said I'd mention him when I did the commentary. There's a fair few trees around here as well, just offer a bit of welcome shade as well at various points. It is warm. It was actually cool when we arrived, but about 9 o'clock it had really warmed up. I think today I sort of decided I would be happy with just 21 minutes today on how I feel, but let's see how it goes as we run around. So like I said, the course is almost 2 laps. There's a long section going out, and then you do a turn. It's like a triangle shaped course, I would describe it, then come back, and then a straight section across where you can see the lake, then a second lap, and then at the end of the section by the lake, that's the finish. There's a waterway just to have a right as well, you can just see at various points. Another runner coming the other way. They're going to be surprised if they normally run at this time on a Saturday when there's 30-40 people, and there's I think 134 there was today as well. There's going to be a lot of runners coming towards that person. So I've set off really nice and steady. I can see my friend still in front. I can just see him in the distance, probably about 50-60 metres in front of me. The path's fairly narrow. You can get past if you need to, but I'm quite enjoying just setting off at a steadier pace than normal. And also this is, I chose this run today, this is the last of the 4 Copenhagen Parkruns, so I've done them all once I've done this one today. Just going to squeeze past these here now, it's just opened up a little bit. At this point I really feel like I'm taking it fairly easy, not trying too hard at all. Picking up the pace will come as we go around this lap. Bit of a breeze as well, just where it's exposed here, but plus it's warm, it's actually quite nice. It's not one of those breezes where you feel it's slowing you down, it's just nice in this temperature. So I can see just to the left, the runners on the left, so it can't be 4 to the, yeah, just looking across there, can't be 4 now until we get to the point when we turn round. For me it was actually nice, this course. It feels, even though it is 5 kilometres, and that's what Strava said, it's one of those courses that didn't feel like 5 kilometres to me. Once we'd done the first lap, the second lap seemed, it seemed like, yeah, this was going to be an easier park run. So we're going left here. I don't know if you could just see there, put flower arrows down on the floor. So that's like one big side of a triangle done. Just going to push past these guys, and now we're just on to the leg back. Just quick look across to the left there, just to look at all the other runners coming behind. So even though there is a tarmac path on the right, we stay on this gravel on the left. It is nice and compact. Slightest little bit of a camber at the side, so a couple of times I ended up going towards the middle of the path, even though it wasn't the shortest route, just it was a little bit easier to run on. As you can see, it's nicely spaced out now as well, just past those 2 guys. I can hear them behind me, don't know if they're going to come back past at some point or not. I can see this guy in front. Some nice gaps now. I can just make out my friend in the distance as well, just looking when he passes a shadow of a tree, and then I'm going to in my head try and count the number of seconds just to see roughly how far he's in front of me. Sort of opened up a gap really quickly, and hopefully now I've stabilised it, so when I get along here I'll try and work out what it was. I'm assuming I'm looking at exactly where I thought it was. I reckon he's about 25-30 seconds in front of me. I'm sort of just now, from that first leg, just picked up my pace just a tiny little bit, just getting more into my pace now, but I've got plenty left. see on the ground there's some nice shade here as well occasionally. And you can just feel the breeze a little bit on this side, not as much as coming the other way, but it's very welcome. I was going to say that sort of each lap is probably 2.5 kilometres, but we started 200 metres round the lap before we started, so it's just slightly less than that. Probably 2/3 of the way back down this side of the course now, so not much further, and we should be getting to the sharp left turn and the lake. It's a very flat course, this as well. There is, someone said to me just as we come back round to the lake, there's the slightest little incline, but I'll comment on that when we get there. Just looking at the two guys in front, I think I'm just making up a little bit of the distance. It's just a little bit closer than it was when we started this leg of the course. Maybe I'm just catching them up. I've just sort of now got into my pace, picked my pace up. I could still do more if I need to, but like I said, I'm trying to have a steadier run today. I still want to aim for 21 minutes if possible, or just under. Yeah, I think we're catching this guy up just here. I think the guy in front has just caught him up and passed him, and now I'm catching him up as well. As we get here, you can see there's this tarmac path on the right hand side again. Not sure if that's the cycle route, and this bit on the left is for walkers. We're nearly at the lake now. I'm just going to cut across here in this corner and just take the shortest route round. Can't see any bikes coming. So as we get to this point just here, we're just going to take a 90-degree left turn. Just here's the slightest little bit of a rise, but nothing much, nothing more than a couple of feet, that's all. I said to look out for bikes because we have to cross the cycle path and then run on the right hand side along here. And you can see the lake on the right as well, looking lovely today. Reminds me very much of this lake of when we went to Sweden and Veckracron Parkrun. Apart from on that one you actually run around the lake, we're running around the north side of the park attached to the lake. So it's not far and we'll be back to where we all met. I'm going to, when we get to the end just here, I'm going to look at my watch. Even though the start was 200 metres past, I'm going to look at my watch, see where I am, and then try and get a rough estimate of this pace that I'm doing and what sort of time I might get. As I said, I'm aiming for 21 minutes. So as we come here, just go to the left here, and now it's one full lap. This is where we met, that's the finish line just there. And it's about 200 metres to the start. So a quick check on my watch, and I think it said 10 minutes 11 seconds. So that's 20:22 plus this 200 metres. So yeah, I'm going to need to just keep this pace going if I want 21 minutes or under. And I know there's a guy in front with a 500 t-shirt on. He said today he was hoping to run around 21 minutes. So if that's what he is going for, I need to try and pick my pace up and close this gap down a little bit. So from where the finish was there, when we go along here, you'll see there's a white flabber mark that I've just done across the path. That's where the start was. I'll just point that out when we get to it. Should be coming up soon, I think. It's a beautiful course this as well. Really nice running through these trees with the shade, and especially when the sun's out today. Yeah, that's the white line just there, just managed to spot that. So that's where we started. I did intend to look at my watch to see how long the 200 metres has taken, but totally forgot about it to add on the time. But I'm now picking my pace up a little bit more, not to maximum 5k pace, but I'm going to try and see if I can catch this guy up in front slowly now, and the guy in the 500 t-shirt, because obviously if he's doing 21 minutes I need to be roughly around him for the finish. That'll take my mind off running. I'm racking my brain trying to remember the guy's name in the 500 shirt. It's Gary, I think. Apologies if I've got that wrong and you're watching this. Yeah, I can see now over the last 200 or 300 metres I've just started to close that gap just slowly on the guy in front, and he's catching the guy in the 500 shirt up slowly as well, I think. After the first lap I decide as well, sometimes when I do a park run and it gets towards the finish and there's someone just in front and my brain just overrides me on trying to put an effort in at the finish, but today I'm trying to persuade myself all the way around. When I get to the lake, that is the point where I'm going to go for it, come what may, to the finish. I've done so many park runs where you're aiming for 21 minutes and you get 21 minutes and 1 second or 21 minutes and 2 seconds, and I think I just wish I'd pushed that a little bit harder on the finish, or started that little bit earlier, trying to pick up the pace for the finish. So today, all the way around and on this lap, I'm telling myself, no matter what effort I put in here, that is the point where I'm just going to go for it. Because there's so many runners here as well who don't do a park run, it's hard to know, like this next guy on the right, I don't know if he is a park runner at the moment from here or whether he's just out running. Obviously the ones going the other way aren't park runners, but there are certainly plenty running around in the same direction as us. So even though I got a little bit close to the guy in the first guy in the white top, I don't seem to be getting any closer at the moment, but we are both catching the guy in the 500 shirt up. It's not too far now, I can see on the left to the turnaround point. Once we get there I'll try and just up my pace just a tiny little bit again. Just see if I can close that gap down. I can just get close enough to them, I can sort of latch onto the back and then just ease my pace off a little bit until we get towards the finish, and then as I said, when we get to the lake, just give it everything. So this is the point where I'm thinking, as I'm trying to catch these two up, take the shortest line everywhere. As we go around here to the left, just keep right over to the left as close as possible. No point in taking an extra 3 or 4 steps. And try and maintain my pace around there as well. Don't ease off slightly at all. And yeah, I think I've just made up a few feet on them there. So as we go back along here now, we'll try and close this gap up slowly. There's probably about 1¼ kilometres to the finish now. And you can see now I'm slowly getting close to these two. go around it. I'm just going to try and slowly edge over towards the shortest line, and I'm just running in the middle here. This is, like I said on the first lap, there's a bit of a camber on this path, and not much of one, but I do find it harder to run just right on the edge where the camber is. So at this point now I'm probably up to my race 5k pace. Not that it's a race, of course, we're only just racing ourselves, but at this pace I do feel like if I need to, I can just make that extra bit of effort. You can see now I'm much closer to them now. Just trying to gradually close this gap down. And again, in my mind at this point, I'm psyching myself up, saying, because I've got this close to them now, when we get to that lake, I'm going to throw everything into this and go further, see if I can pass these two, assuming neither of them get away from me between now and the lake. But again, much closer. In fact, the guy in the white top seems to have just picked his pace up a bit to pass Gary on the left and pull out a bit of a gap. Tail Walker there. A chap with the number 10 t-shirt. I wish Parkrun had been around when I was a child. I've always run all my life, I would have loved it. So I'm right on his shoulder now. Just going to say hi to him. We've met a few times at Parkrun. And he just put back to me. In fact, I could tell now he's just, I think because he's realised I've got to the side, he's just picking his pace up. The camera's not showing it, but he's picking his pace up a little bit. You'll see in a minute he'll come into view again. I don't mind, I'm just keeping my pace. I don't like to try and speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. I like to go at a constant pace if I can. If I catch someone up and pass them, I pass them. And like this, if they just pick up their pace and pull away, I won't do anything about it. But I think I'm close enough to these two now. When we get to this lake, I'm really hoping I can get past these two. And again, I think the pace I've done from that first lap, I need to really push just to try and get under 21 minutes. Quick look to the right there, I thought I could hear someone, but with peripheral vision there isn't. I think it was just someone coming into the park. Just going to run on this edge a little bit of the tarmac. It's so much nicer to run on than the gravel. So we're nearly at this lake. As soon as we go up this little rise just round this corner, 1 foot, 2 foot at the most, I am going to give it everything then. Been getting plenty of deep breaths in. I can definitely send it from this corner. So the guy on the left is just, it looks like I passed him, but it's just to the left of me. The camera just doesn't pick it up. So here we are, we're getting to the corner. As we go around here now, this is it. I am now going to give it everything along here. So I passed Gary in the t-shirt, I passed this guy. Horns are swinging like mad. Just going to keep going for it, just trying to stay off the cycle path on the left, just in case there's anyone on a bike coming behind me. Can't hear anyone of the other two runners coming towards me. I think I've managed to break away from them with this finish. Just need to try and keep maintaining this pace now. I can see where the finish is, but my brain's telling me, why did you start so early? It's a long way, but I am pushing really hard now. Trying to keep this pace, and we'll see what time we get for doing this. As we go along here, just going to move over as a left turn, and then we're straight into the finish funnel when we get here. Run across the line, and that's it. And 15th place and 20. So today, peak 15 and just under 21 minutes. I set off a little bit easier, a little bit too much drinking last night. So I had a bit steadier run than normal, but still under 21 minutes, so I'm really pleased with that. Well done, Emily.
Well done.
Well done. Well done. Thank you. How did it go for you?
It was good. It's a lovely course out there.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You did very well, lucky.
Thank you, yeah. Course review. It's a beautiful course. It's mainly gravel paths round. There's just one little bit as you run along the lake that's a tarmac path, although you actually have to, you cross the cycle path and then go on to, it is gravel but it's set in concrete, so it's like a tarmac path. It says 2 laps. You actually start about 200 metres round the first lap, so it's 1.9 laps around the park. Very, very flat, not really any incline on it at all, only maybe you're talking 6 inches, a foot at the most anywhere, something like that. It's a beautiful sunny day today, always makes them nicer. The trees are all in leaf as well. Another lovely course, and for me that's all the 4 in Copenhagen done, and I spoke to a few people here as well who said exactly the same, that it was their last one and that's why they'd come here as well. So there's no coffee shop, but people have brought cakes and things like that and biscuits to eat. To help celebrate, so we're going to go back into central Copenhagen and go to a coffee shop that we spotted yesterday. So thank you for watching. Back in the UK just for Saturday. A lot of people are staying here to do an extra one on Saturday, but I've done these 4. Some people are going off, they said, into Sweden to do one there, but I'm back doing one in the UK, and then next week off to Netherlands for the double there. So thank you for watching, and that's a wrap.